Hi everyone. So we are on round two of the Senate. I just read about Warnock and Loeffler. Now I'm moving on to Ossoff and Perdue. Not sure if I'm pronouncing everybody's name right, but if you've read about them, you know who I'm talking about. All right, so you can watch me shuffle if you don't like to watch this part where I shuffle, lay out the cards. Skip about halfway through this reading and you'll get right to where the reading starts. But some people like to watch this, so I like to shuffle in front of them so they know, that I'm laying out the cards in a certain way and not putting them where I want them to be. Okay, I'm going to put this down so you can watch me lay out the cards. There you go. And this is an interesting race, too. These two, we've got quite the young guy, the Ossoff, who seems charismatic and full of spirit and life. I liked watching him. I don't know much about either of these candidates, but I watched him and I saw him, his actions and such reminded me a little bit of Obama, the way he was speaking, his mannerisms. And then you've got Perdue, who is pretty much, what you would expect of a politician in Georgia to look like. He looks polished. He's aged. He's it looks like he's got experience under his belt. I don't know how much, but if he's been in politics for any length of time, he's got more than John Ossoff. So John Ossoff, I think is his name. Yep, and David Perdue. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to read Ossoff. Ossoff is our Democrat, so I'm going to set my intention that I'm going to read Ossoff. What I'm going to do, same thing that I did with Kelly and Warnock, Kelly Loeffler and Raphael Warnock. What I did was I picked a card for them today, and then I picked a card for them that represents the outcome for them of the runoff. And I'll do, I have to keep looking at their names, Ossoff first and Perdue second. I'm not all that familiar with them, so hopefully I don't keep forgetting their names. All right, let me set my intention on Ossoff. When I'm setting my intention, what I'm doing is I'm really just getting focused on him. I'm saying this is the person I want to read for. This is the person I want information from or about. Okay, John Ossoff. Tell me about John Ossoff today. So we're just asking for some cards that represent him today, how he's feeling, what he's thinking, how he's doing. Just in general, what is he doing today? Okay, this is Ossoff. And now we're going to ask for cards that represent Ossoff after the runoffs, the outcome for Ossoff. So let's cards that represent Ossoff after the runoff. Yeah, we've got some cards right here. And see how he feels at that time, which I believe it's January 5th, not 100% sure. Should look that up. Okay, so we've got two cards for him. We're going to read those two. But I guess I'll go ahead and read about him now, and then we'll move on to the next one. That way we'll keep, well, I'll leave it down. I'll just put it like that. I want you to still be able to see the cards and kind of see me. I'm in there. Maybe I'll just put the cards up here. Can you maybe see them if I put them there and then do something like that? No, I don't think you can. You know what? I'm just going to leave it down. This was the card, and I'll move these back down. This was the card that represents Ossoff today. So he's sitting there, as you can see, to his swords. Swords are thoughts. He's sitting there feeling blindfolded in his thoughts, not sure which way things are going to go. He's just feeling like he's got to wait. And that's exactly what this person's doing. They're sitting there waiting on a bench with two different decisions that can be made. They've got a blindfold on. They really don't know which way the decision's going to go. A lot of water in here. Water represents emotions. This person's got a lot of emotion tied up in this. The moon here as well. Mixed feelings, a little bit of anxiety there. It sounds like a good card to represent John. And anybody probably in that situation would be feeling that way. Now we got two cards. in the past, I will say when I've gotten 2 cards for somebody, it's usually a good thing. So let's see what John Ossoff's 2 cards say. This was my first one, and these are going to play into each other usually. 4 Wands. Sorry, I've got bad allergies, and they are acting up. 4 of Wands is a really happy card. It's a celebration card. So for John Ossoff to be feeling like the 4 of Wands after the runoff, I'm definitely going to say he wins. He's happy, and see these two, they're kind of calling that person in to the new home, you know, into the new Senate back here, right? Just saying, come on, come join us. And it looks like he is has won and is celebrating. But we got a second card, so let's see what the second card is. I'm not sure why we got a second card. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, good card. You see they both have the yellow theme behind them. That to me is a happy color. It's Knight of Pentacles is moving forward, and is, remember we got the Pentacle before with my, if you watch the Warnock Loeffler one, Warnock, I think that's his name. Anyway, we got Pentacles standing for them too. Pentacles stand for career, right? And this guy is stepping forward in his career, Knight of Pentacles. He finally can move forward. It's been going slow, and I think that's why we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. He's a slower moving knight, planner, but now it's time to celebrate. So he is moving forward into his career, going forward into this celebration right after winning these runoffs. Looks super positive for Ossoff, John Ossoff. Let me get a drink of water here. I am losing my voice quick. Okay, I'm going to use the same cards and not shuffle again. David Perdue. Let me set my attention for David Perdue. David Perdue today. Okay, David Perdue today. Tell me about David Perdue. What's going on with David Perdue today? All right, David Perdue today. Oh, yeah. Perdue today. I'm going back and forth between these two and getting them equally hot cards. Hot, hot, hot for David Perdue. Okay, now let's see David Perdue the day after the runoffs. Card representing him, how he's feeling, what is his outcome. David Perdue after the runoffs in January. Okay, we've got a card representing him. His outcome right in here. David Perdue. Outcome in January. Okay, this is his outcome. All right, guys. We got 2 for David Perdue as of today. So let's see. That's interesting. Okay, this is really similar to the card we got for what was his name? Ossoff, the guy that wins. We had the 2 of Swords, and now we've got the 2 of Pentacles over here. He is feeling like his career could go both ways as well. This, you know, you see this guy juggling 2 Pentacles. Pentacles stand for career in this situation. He's saying that it could go one of either way. You know, it could go 2 ways. Again, we've got that water in the background. Looks a little wavy. We're not so sure. Not calm water. And he really doesn't know. He's kind of juggling, and he's just sitting there juggling, waiting for the runoffs, you know, like Ossoff was. So this is Perdue. He's just sitting there with these 2 options. It could go either way, and he's got that water in the background, his emotions, feeling a little wavy, feeling a little anxiety. Pretty normal for somebody in that situation. But we got 2 for him. So let's see the next one. Oh, okay. A lot of conflict going on. I want to say this conflict is kind of inside of him was the first thing that came for me. And honestly, when you do readings, you're supposed to go with the first thing that comes to you. But I also can see this conflict being outside of him. A lot of conflict going on around him. Just a lot of people and this conflict of what's going to happen. And everybody, you know, people use this card as like, think about a bunch of people trying to build a tent together, but everybody's taking their poles and they're putting it in a different direction. And you're getting kind of nowhere. That's sort of the situation around him today. A lot of people are trying to, I think, tell him, guide him. He's feeling conflicted. There's just a lot of conflicting information, actions, people around him. It's I think, a frustrating situation for him right now. Okay, and the outcome for him, I really think from the cards we got from Ossoff, he wins. So let's see if Perdue has a clear loser card. Outcome for him is he's feeling pretty darn defensive, standing there guarding kind of himself. It almost reminds me of all these microphones. I don't know why that jumped out at me, but being put in his face, and he just kind of doesn't even want to talk to them at this point. He's just trying to say, go away, leave me alone. We'll see if that if there's a news clip with that in it, because that was the first thing I thought of when I saw this guy standing there like trying to hold him back and everybody's shoving microphones in his face. So I don't think he wins. Got a lot of wands in here, but they're the conflict wands. Both of them. You can look at these cards and see a lot of conflict here. I don't think he wins, guys. I'm not seeing that happening. In fact, I see him leaving feeling defensive, and that he just doesn't want to even talk, and he just wants him to leave him alone for a little while there while he gets himself together. So that's my take on Ossoff and Perdue. Looks like Ossoff clearly is the winner for me. So we'll see. If I feel like I should read again closer to the race, I will. Sometimes I do get that feeling like I've read, and then as it gets closer, I feel like, you know, I should read that again. And in one circumstance, the information was different, and the information I got that time right before the race was correct. So if I get that feeling again, I will read again. That's what I'm getting for now. Okay, everyone, take care, and thanks for joining me today. Take care. Bye.